What's going on, everybody? It's Keymaster84 coming at you guys today with another video. No, it's been sporadic, guys. It's hard. Grinding away, regular work, this, Emergent, Project X. But today I want to talk to you about a little bit about Project X, about what it's going to be involving. Not the fine details yet, but the idea. So, for those of you guys who don't know, the Esports Industry Awards, the EIAs, were over in London this year, and the award show went on yesterday. And hey, shout out to Optic Gaming, took away 4 awards total. Awesome for them, good job. But the one thing that bugged me from that is they had News Coverage of the Year award, basically. And it was, who covered their esports news the best. And ESPN won. And I thought to myself, how does ESPN win that award when they talk about like three games total. 3 games, that's it. They talk about Overwatch, they talk about League. That's about it. I mean, honestly, technically they talk about StarCraft as well, but StarCraft is on its way out. So it's kind of a dying esport. I mean, they don't talk about Call of Duty, they don't talk about Halo, they don't talk about Hearthstone, they don't talk about, what else? Rocket League, they don't talk about Gears, they don't talk about, they also talk about Dota, my bad. That's the other one that they do talk about. So they talk about all the MOBAs, the main MOBAs, and they talk about Overwatch. Well, granted, they're the biggest money-making ones out right now, so I kind of see what's going on. But they don't talk about any of the other ones. They don't, anything else. Anything else. Like, in my opinion, Deserto should have won for esports coverage of the year, hands down. I mean, granted, they do focus mainly on first-person shooters, aka Call of Duty, mainly, but they do talk about everything, and so it really shocked me that ESPN won, mainly because it's like I just don't get why. I mean, if you discount Fiona on Fire, which is their main contributor to the ESPN esports section, what have they done this year? And this is something I've been working on. This is part of Project X, is esports coverage. Esports coverage, you have to go, if you are a guy like me who follows 6 to 7 different esports, you have to go to 7, 8 different spots to go and get all your information. And it's a little ridiculous. I mean, I shouldn't have to go to a different website to find the schedule for CSGO that I find the results on. I should be able to go to one spot or listen to a show or find something all in one spot. I mean, even if it's simple as shit, who cares? It's all in one spot. I shouldn't have to go to 18 different spots to get one piece of information. If I want CSGO, I should be able to go to one website, all the info, done. Nope, can't do that. You can't do that in esports. You got to go to this site for all the scores. You got to go to this site to get all the results. You got to go to this site to find out more information about the guys. You got to go to this site to find more information about the team. It's too much. It's too much. So the general gist is Project X is going to be a way for someone like myself who is a huge fan of esports. It doesn't matter. I like CSGO, I like League, I like Call of Duty, I like Overwatch, I like everything. It doesn't matter. I think esports is the next big thing in sporting. Hands down. Like, no question in my mind is esports going to be the next huge but the next huge jump in video games is esports. I mean, you got people who are developing games now directly just for esports. Not hey, we're going to make this game, and then we're going to try to make some esports capable stuff. No, it's, we are designing this game to be an esports title, period. And, you know, that is awesome. I think that's really amazing. I think that's awesome that we've come this far. But as Hitch was pointing out it in his post, Optic Hitch won for Videographer of the Year, which was awesome in my opinion. Hands down, nobody else is doing what he's doing right now for esports. But he was saying how, you know, videographers, or the way that we capture these moments, or the way that we, you know, do these shows need, you know, it's been down here, you know, and we really need to get it up to here on par with the quality of play and the quality of these guys and the quality of these teams. We need to be able to show these guys in a certain light, in a certain avenue, the best way possible. Well, with that being said, I feel like esports coverage also is way behind where the competition is. I mean, you're talking, to get into Overwatch this year was $20 million. To get into League is a $30 million investment. 50, if you have teams in both, like a lot of teams do, $50 million in video games. We need to be able to do the press right, to be able to have these shows, to be able to create, like, why is Jimmy Joe from Hoboken, Alabama? I know, I totally jacked that up. But the point of the matter is, why is Homeboy A gonna tune in? Who's he gonna know who to watch? Why is he gonna want to watch these guys? Why is he gonna want to pay attention to this team? Why is this such a meteoric rise? Why is this guy getting all this press? Why does everybody love this guy but hate this guy? Nobody knows unless you're in every day. But why does everybody care about what Tom Brady does? Because everybody knows Tom Brady's story. Why does everybody care about Russell Wilson? Everybody knows his story. Why do people care about the athletes of today in the traditional sports? Because there's a story behind it. There's a why do I care for this guy? You know that story. They talk about it in the broadcast. They talk about it weeks beforehand. You know, a big game's coming up. This could decide whether or not they're going to make it in the playoffs. They're talking about that weeks before it ever happens. We don't have that for esports yet. And we need to have that for esports if we want to continue the momentum that we're already on. I mean, there's a few guys out there that do it really, really well. The Cerdo podcast, awesome at what they do. Great at building the story, great at building the, you know, why we care about everything going on. But, you know, they're one in all the murkiness that is esports. You know, Fiona on Fire with ESPN does an awesome job. Perfect. Oh my God. Love the work that Fiona does. But the problem is, it's one guy. That's it. So you're talking like total, I've talked about 5 people right now. And that's it. 5 people. In all of esports. In my opinion. Besides the commentators. But that's part of the show. So that's a little different. But it just boggles my mind that esports is on such a huge uptick, and ESPN, Fox Sports, you know, all these guys are not taking advantage. Like TBS is in a prime position right now to take over. I mean, they already got CS:GO in a prime time spot on their channel, but they're not taking advantage of it. And so Project X is a lot of that all combined into one thing. And we'll get into more details later, but I just want to come at you because it's something that kind of struck me the wrong way, just a little bit. It frustrated me that ESPN got all this cred and this award for something that, in my opinion, that they're just dabbling their toes in. I mean, I'm sorry, Deserto goes to tournaments all the time. I mean, you have one guy at ESPN that goes to tournaments, and that's it. That's it. You know, it's like, yeah, it's great, but where is he at? You know, when this comes up, where was he at when, you know, this thing happened in Rocket League? Where is he at when, you know, Player Unknown Battlegrounds is having tournaments. Where is he at? He's not there. So I think we need to, if we want esports to continue to grow as it has been, we got to take the next step. And the next step is having that one launch point, that one, where do you go to watch your quick sporting news? You missed the game last night. Where do you go? Where does your mind go first? Sports Center. For your younger kids, it may go to somewhere else. But for my generation and older, and that's the generation you're going to want to target, because all these guys can go on Twitter and find all the information out for the younger crowd. But for people who are in my demographic or a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger, you want the ESPN of esports. And right now, ESPN is not where it needs to be at if it wants to maintain the crown of, we're the sports channel, period. Well, you know what? Then you need to step up and be the best damn sports show, period. Because right now you're not. So with that being said, I just want to let you guys know my opinion on it, what my plans are, why Project X is taking so long. It's a lot of shit, dude. It's a lot of shit. And you guys will start seeing some more of that stuff as we get closer to the launch. Right now, we're looking at probably doing a soft launch, where we kind of bring stuff out, work on it, tweak it, then we'll have the official launch at a later date. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think down below, down in the comments. We really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys' favorite esport is, what you guys want, what kind of news are you guys always looking for that seems impossible to find, and why you guys love me. So, make sure you guys are doing that down in the comments below. Also, make sure to leave that like, and also leave subscribe and hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to put out the content. And until next time, guys, it's Keymaster 34, and as always, play games, make games, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.